You hear the name Tom Cruise, you think of big movie stunts, huge blockbusters, and a career that just keeps going and going. This guy has been the definition of a movie star for decades, and he's not slowing down. He's done everything from massive action flicks to deep, emotional dramas. It's almost 2026, and if you haven't seen some of his best work, you are seriously missing out on some of the greatest movies ever made. So, today we're counting down the top 10 Tom Cruise movies you absolutely have to watch before the year 2026. This isn't just a list of his biggest hits. It's a mix of the movies that defined his career, the ones where he took huge risks, and the ones that are just pure fun. Kicking off our list at number 10 is The Last Samurai. This is a different kind of movie for Tom Cruise, a big historical epic set in 19th century Japan. He plays Nathan Algren, a broken American military officer who gets hired to train the Japanese army in modern warfare. But when he is captured by the samurai, he starts to learn and respect their ancient warrior culture. This movie is visually stunning. The fight scenes are incredible, and it's more than just action. It's a story about honor, change, and finding a new purpose in life. Cruise really shows his depth here. It might be longer than some of his other movies, but trust me, it's a beautiful and moving film that you need to see. It's a fantastic way to start your Tom Cruise marathon. Coming in at number 9, we go back to the 90s for the legal thriller The Firm. Based on the best-selling book by John Grisham, Cruise plays Mitch McDear, a smart young lawyer who gets a dream job at a small but very rich law firm. Everything seems perfect: the money, the car, the house, until he realizes the firm is hiding some very dark and dangerous secrets linked to the mob. Suddenly, his life is in danger, and he has to find a way out. This movie is all about suspense and pressure. Cruise is great as the hotshot lawyer who slowly gets trapped. It's a tense, exciting, and smart thriller that was a huge hit for a reason. If you like a movie that keeps you guessing, The Firm is a must-watch. At number 8, we have the movie that basically made Tom Cruise a star, Risky Business. This is a classic 80s movie. Cruise plays Joel Goodson, a high school kid who decides to throw a huge, wild party while his parents are away. Things get crazy, and he ends up starting an escort service just to fix the mess he made and save his father's car. It's a funny, energetic, and sometimes surprisingly smart movie. The scene where he dances in his underwear to Bob Seger? Iconic. It defined a generation and showed the world that Tom Cruise had that special movie star charisma. You can't talk about his career without talking about Risky Business. It's a fun, simple watch that's still great today. Our number 7 pick is a dark and stylish thriller called Collateral. Here, Cruise does something totally different. He plays the villain. He is Vincent, a cold, gray-haired hitman who hires a simple LA cab driver named Max, played by Jamie Foxx, to drive him around for one night to complete 5 murder contracts. It's a movie that takes place almost entirely in one night in Los Angeles, and it's super intense. Cruise is terrifyingly calm and very good as the bad guy. The movie is fast, smart, and director Michael Mann gives it a very cool, sleek look. It's one of his most underrated performances, and a movie that will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. It's a real change of pace from his usual hero roles. Moving to number 6, we have an Oscar-winning drama, Rain Man. This film is important because it showed everyone that Tom Cruise wasn't just an action star or a charming young guy. He was a serious actor. He plays Charlie Babbitt, a selfish car dealer who finds out his estranged father has died and left almost all of his money to his older brother, Raymond, played brilliantly by Dustin Hoffman, who has autism and lives in an institution. Charlie tries to gain control of the money by taking Raymond out and driving him across the country. Through their long journey, Charlie slowly changes and learns what family and love really mean. This is a heartwarming and powerful film. Cruise's performance is honest, playing the guy who starts off as a jerk but becomes human. It's a beautiful, emotional movie that everyone should see. Breaking into the top 5, we have the phenomenal courtroom drama, A Few Good Men. This movie has some of the most famous and quotable lines in film history. Cruise plays Lieutenant Daniel Coffey, a Navy lawyer who usually takes plea bargains and avoids big cases. He is tasked with defending 2 Marines accused of murder at a military base. But the case quickly leads to a conspiracy at the very top, involving a tough, no-nonsense colonel played by the legendary Jack Nicholson. This movie is pure cinematic pleasure. It's all about great dialogue, great acting, and that final courtroom scene is unforgettable. The tension between Cruise and Nicholson is electric. You want the truth? Then you have to watch this movie. At number 4 is a modern sci-fi action movie that is just brilliant, Edge of Tomorrow, or sometimes called Live, Die, Repeat. Cruise plays Major William Cage, an officer who has never seen combat. When he's thrown into a massive war against aliens, he gets killed almost immediately, but then he wakes up and finds himself living the same day over and over again. He has to use this time loop to train himself, with the help of a hardened soldier played by Emily Blunt, to find a way to win the war. The concept is so clever and fun. It mixes action, comedy, and sci-fi perfectly. Cruise gets to play a character who starts as a total coward and slowly becomes a hero, dying hundreds of times along the way. It's a non-stop thrill ride and one of the smartest action films of the last decade. Our bronze medal, number 3, goes to the sports romantic comedy drama that taught us to show me the money. It's Jerry Maguire. Tom Cruise plays Jerry, a successful sports agent who has a sudden change of heart and writes a mission statement about honesty in the business. He gets fired and leaves with only one loyal assistant, played by Renee Zellweger, and one client, a football player played by Cuba Gooding Jr. This movie is about a person trying to find his soul and what really matters in life. Cruise is incredibly charming and vulnerable here. It's funny, romantic, and deeply human. It's full of memorable lines and moments that have become part of pop culture. Jerry Maguire is a feel-good classic and a truly great piece of acting from Cruise. For our second spot, I'm putting a package deal because you simply cannot have one without the other: Top Gun and Top Gun: Maverick. Top Gun from 1986 is the movie that made Tom Cruise a true global superstar. He is Pete Maverick Mitchell, a cocky hotshot Navy fighter pilot who goes to the elite Top Gun school. It's a movie that's all about speed, incredible flying, romance, and a killer soundtrack. It set the standard for action movies in the 80s. Then, 36 years later, in 2022, we got Top Gun: Maverick. This sequel is a rare thing, a movie that is somehow better than the original. Maverick is back, now an instructor, training a new group of pilots for an impossible mission. The action is real, the flying is unbelievable, and the story has a ton of heart. It works perfectly as a standalone movie, but when you watch it right after the first Top Gun, it's a truly perfect movie experience. Both are amazing, and together they are easily number 2 on this list. You have to watch them both before 2026. Okay, before we get to the number 1 movie you must see, let me know in the comments right now, what is your favorite Tom Cruise movie? Do you agree with my top 3 so far? The number 1 spot, the Tom Cruise movie experience you must have before 2026, is the entire Mission Impossible franchise. Yes, I know, that's a lot of movies, but this series is the absolute peak of action filmmaking, and it is Tom Cruise's greatest achievement as a producer and star. He plays Ethan Hunt, an IMF agent who takes on impossible missions to save the world, usually from some big threat. Every single movie in this series is a masterclass in action and suspense. But the reason the franchise is number 1 is simple. The stunts are real. In every film, especially the later ones like Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and Fallout, Cruise does these jaw-dropping, life-risking stunts himself. He hangs off a plane, he climbs the tallest building in the world, he holds his breath for minutes underwater, he drives a motorbike off a cliff and then base jumps. This isn't CGI, it's the movie star himself dedicated to giving the audience the most real, most exciting experience possible. The plots are complex, the supporting cast is great, and the movies are always fun. But the main draw is Tom Cruise's commitment to pure, unadulterated movie magic. He runs a lot, he fights a lot, and he always delivers. Watching this series is like taking a trip through the history of modern action films, and it just keeps getting better. The whole point of this list is to prepare you for the movies you should see before a big date, and with a new Mission Impossible film possibly coming out around 2026, you need to catch up on Ethan Hunt's journey now. If you watch all of these, from the very first one in 1996 up to the most recent, you will understand why Tom Cruise is one of the biggest and most important movie stars of all time. It's a long binge, but it's the best binge you can have. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more movie lists, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything.